Dogg is having a really terrible day. He's being called out yet again by somebody really close to him for bad business. And at this point, we got to start having a really hard conversation about Snoop.
Hey yo, Snoop, you my relative. I talked to Julian, I talked to Dash, I talked to Corrupt, I talked to everybody, and everybody's telling me you turned into the new Suge.
It's been an absolute disaster ever since Snoop Dogg acquired Death Row. Daz Dillinger has been somebody who's been publicly spoken out against Snoop Dogg for trying to jerk him out of some publishing rights and trying to jerk him and do bad business. But Daz has pretty much been the only one, right, outside of Nate Dogg's son, who has came forward and levied accusations of bad business against Snoop Dogg.
Snoop, chat file, I am here, Big Head Reese. We are back, just speaking facts. I ain't never really liked bang with Snoop for real. I always knew he had a little sneaky side to him, but we've been hearing a lot of stories about people talking to him, saying he's the new Suge or whatever. You heard what Flock just said. Shout out to Flock. Make sure y'all subscribe. It's easy. Watch to the end. I got an announcement to make. I got to tell y'all something big that happened. Make sure y'all watch it. You know what I mean? Let's get back into it.
However, there are a lot of people behind the scenes who aren't willing to go public, who is calling out Snoop Dogg. And Ray J is claiming he spoke to one of them. But before we get to what Ray J has to say, let me just remind you guys what Daz Dillinger had to say about Snoop Dogg.
Okay, so you own everything. So that's all your stuff. Now, you were saying something about the paw. Now, what are you talking about with the paw?
Well, like I was saying, the paw is trademarked. Like I told Snoop, you got rejected and I got accepted. You know what I'm saying? So that was the moneymaker. The paw is like the Apple sign, like I said before. And like I said, they tried to go behind my back and trademark all my work and then flung my face like, yeah, nigga, we got it. That's all we wanted. We're finna sell everything for $1 billion.
Basically, it sounds like Snoop got control of the label. And he chased and everything. He done told people he was gonna get them money back. Now he ain't giving them no money back. Snoop doing what he wanna do. Is Snoop wrong? Am I just speaking facts? Is he speaking facts? Is Snoop right? Is his now he can do what he wants and then change his mind? I tell people that all the time. Change my mind. I don't know. Let's get back to it.
You know what I mean? But shh, I'll be selling my shit.
Now, what do you mean by selling? He said he was going to sell it, or what? They're selling Death Row, the new Death Row that just came.
Snoop, everything Snoop involved with, he gonna sell all that shit for $1 billion. You know, cashing out for their catalog, and then he sell that shit, and he just start over and make new music. You know, it's easy. You sell what you got. You know what I'm saying? You got all that money. I mean, I'm counting it, but I got my own.
What he say? Sometimes the rap game remind me of the crack game. I don't know how they can get mad because some dudes want to flip they, you mean? Because they own them.
Now, how many albums is over there? At Death Row? Because you were saying that it was the Doggy Style and it was two other ones you was talking about?
Yeah, you know, the shit I got on the wall right here, you know what I'm saying? The Chronic is already going back to Dr. Dre. Tupac took all his greatest hits album, all his albums, all his shit back over to Amaru. So what is left on Death Row? But I'm coming to get my shit. So what's gonna be left on Death Row? So he gotta make new catalog. And that's where all the new cats come in at. You know what I'm saying? And making new content.
I see you ain't got shit to do but hate on me, huh? In a minute I'ma f you up, cuz. On some real shit. Not physically, but business-wise. Cause you broke as a mother right now, so I'ma f you up in a minute, cuz. Leave me alone. Leave me the f alone. Leave me alone, cuz.
I don't understand how people had all this paper and rather people bother them than just tossing them some paper residuals or whatever.
Leave me alone.
Snoop's response to me was not, the most promising response. If somebody is coming out and accusing you of doing bad business and jerking them, I feel like an after response would be comment online,
Snoop,
showing the proof that you would do bad business, showing, that everything you're doing is falling right in line, how you're going out of your way to be a charitable ball. I feel like that's what a good response would be. I'm going to F you up isn't really a good response. Now, Ray J will say, after speaking to people behind the scenes,
I don't like Snoop,
that people have been very disappointed in how Snoop Dogg is running Death Row. Because when Snoop got it from, well, not from Suge, because Death Row was already up. Snoop got Death Row. Suge ain't owned Death Row by the time Snoop got it. But when Snoop got death row, people felt a sigh of relief. Daz Dillinger and others felt Snoop is finally about to do right by us. What we know like Suge would have never done.
Nope.
And according to them, man, like what they thought would be a complete.
People don't know how I do right by you. They only know how I do wrong. I don't know what he talking about.
180 from the Suge era has turned out to be the new Suge era.
Like, I need to figure out what makes Snoop hot. Somebody get in my comment box and tell me what makes Snoop Dogg hot. What? I don't know.
I don't want to believe that, Snoop.
I ain't saying he ain't no legend. I'm saying what make him hot. 2026. What makes Snoop hot? You can't use the fact that he a legend that make him hot. That's two different things. What make him hot?
I don't want to believe that you turned into the new Suge. I want to believe that you've given everybody what they deserve. And everything that they ever didn't get, you taking over Death Row was supposed to be the one to be the savior to give everybody what they needed. Word on the street is that you haven't given anybody nothing. And you became the new Suge.
Why Ray J talking like he was on Death Row though? You wasn't on. Was he on the label? Oh, somebody let me know. I don't even know.
Once told me, everybody hates being oppressed. Nobody hates oppression, and that has stuck with me for life. Think about it for a second. Everybody hates being oppressed. Nobody hates oppression. That's because we want to be the ones doing the oppressing. See, Snoop, it was probably easy for Snoop to criticize Suge and criticize the label and criticize how they do business and their splits, and thought it was unfair when it was happening to him. Once he's in a position now, man, it's probably hard to let go of that extra money, let go of that extra percentage until you got in their position, and now you realize this is the music business. You get in this to make money, not to give back everything.
I don't want to believe that.
You could give back some.
I want you to respond, and I want you to tell me that you're not the new Suge. I want you to tell me that you gave everybody all the publishing and all the rights and everything that they deserved.
So
everybody from our cousin Dogg,
I respond to you.
You know, Julian, you know, to whoever else is talking shit, right? I don't give a fuck nobody else but that's related to us. I said two that is in our bloodline.
Snoop ain't gonna respond. Snoop ain't gonna respond.
You're a great person. I love you.
I'm going in the comments. I don't even want to hear no more. What they gonna say about Snoop? Snoop Night. Ray gives off super junkie vibes. 2 pairs of sunglasses and on his face hoodie. He's gonna call Ray J a junkie. Snake Doggy Dog. Money on the drug. Snoop sold his soul a long time ago. Not surprised, and he trying to say everybody else. We ain't betting on the weather today, baby. Everyone who thought they couldn't be touched are getting touched. Pandora's box is starting to overweight for it. We're gonna see some more things this year. Yeah, I think we're gonna see some things on Snoop this year, man. I'm gonna wrap it up like that. There's a lot of people saying Snoop on some other ish. I mean, get in my comment box. Is Snoop speaking facts? Is Flock speaking facts? Who don't owe nobody nothing? Do Snoop owe what he said he gonna do, or he could change his mind? Do he owe Ray J explanation? Am I speaking facts? Snoop's supposed to give him a couple dollars, whatever. Get in my comment box. Like, oh, matter of fact, oh yeah, I forgot I said I had an announcement to make. I wanted to let y'all know. I completed all my video challenge. I've been doing all my videos since January, the beginning of the year. I only missed like a day or two, but I've been consistent, and that's it. That's the big announcement. So, Big Head Reach.